Lisa Demuth, the Republican nominee for Minnesota governor, is putting the fight against fraud in social services front and center in her campaign. This morning in St. Paul, Demuth unveiled an updated list of policies and goals that she would push for to combat fraud if elected, working with the legislature. Demuth stopped by our studio to share some of the highlights of that plan, which include unfreezing federal funds for high-risk disability services, strict lifetime bans from social service programs for anyone convicted of fraud, and firing all Department of Human Services commissioners and deputy commissioners. She also pledges to establish a new fraud prevention and oversight committee overseen by her running mate, Ryan Wilson.
I think when Minnesotans are working hard, just living their lives, maybe not paying as much attention to the government and the things that are going on, they just expect that when they pay their taxes, they will be used appropriately and respectfully.
Minnesota DFL Chair Richard Carlbaum claims that Demuth isn't the only candidate prioritizing the fight against fraud, saying, quote, "The U.S. attorney who prosecuted Feeding Our Future is supporting Amy Klobuchar and her comprehensive plan to root out fraud, not Lisa Demuth's empty political rhetoric," unquote.